Hey everybody, fatbirdfinds here. I'm Mary Beth and welcome to our second annual Christmas planter sale. So all year long we have been saving back some vintage planters just for this sale, and we're really excited to offer them up for sale for you today. So the big idea behind this sale is we've all got that one person on our list who is so hard to buy for, right? So if you get a vintage planter, you could literally put anything in it. You could get a lot of different things from like the Dollar Tree or the dollar store, candy, gift cards, hot chocolate mix, socks, mittens. The sky's the limit. Your non-vintage collectors are going to think that this is so thoughtful, so clever, and so adorable because they're not used to getting gifts like this. Before we get to the rules of the sale, let me pause just for a moment. I'm going to show you a couple ideas for planters that you can put together, one that Laura made and a couple that I'm going to put together really quickly. So one thing I do want you all to remember and take into account when you're purchasing your planters is, some planters are very small, obviously, and then some have larger areas that will hold more things. So, if you're planning on putting mittens or socks or something, you're going to need something a little more substantial. Now, let me show you in the simplest terms possible what you can do with some of these planters. So, this little guy, I'm just going to put a little bit of floral foam down in him. I'm going to put a gift card holder and a gift card. And this guy is literally ready to go. So if you're simple like me, that's that. Or I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to put a little bit of this snow paper, candy, and in the very simplest terms, this would be an excellent gift for anyone. That's all you have to do. Or if you're like Laura and you're a little bit more crafty than I am, you can put all of those things together that I showed you earlier and make a really fantastic gift for that special someone. This is a drop sale, so this is not a live sale. This is going to act just a little bit differently than a live sale. So let me tell you really quickly how that's going to go. Here in a moment, we'll show you all of the planters individually that we have for sale. We'll describe them the best we can and what condition they are, if they have any damage, how large they are, etc. Each item will have an item number and a price. If you are interested in purchasing the planter, all you have to do is put the item number into the comment section below. Just the number, that's all you have to do. We will keep a pinned comment at the very top of this video that lists all of the planters for sale, which ones have been claimed, and which ones are still available. This sale will be open from today, Saturday, November 25th, until noon on Friday, December 1st. If we have multiple viewers claim the same planter, we will write in the comments whether or not you were the first person to claim or if the planter had already been claimed before you. We will timestamp the comments to ensure that we get the correct person. If you do claim a planter in this sale, please be aware that you will be responsible for the price of the item plus shipping. We ship out from Western Kentucky and we try to make sure that we get the best shipping cost for everybody in the United States. We will also ship to Canada, but please be aware that the shipping cost out of the country can be quite expensive. Also, if you claim more than one planter, depending on the size, we may have to ship in more than one box, which could up the shipping charge. Also, guys, don't forget, most important part, if you do claim a planter in this sale, we are going to need some information from you. We need you to send us an email to fatbirdfinds@gmail.com. We're going to need to know your YouTube name along with your real name, your mailing address, and an email address where we can send a PayPal invoice. You can expect invoices from us during this upcoming week, and then we will ship out once paid. Also, each of these planters that we sell is going to come with its very own little gift card holder that you can put in there and it'll be ready to go. Without further ado, on to the drop sale. Okay, item number 1, we have Lady in Bonnet. She is 5.5 inches tall. She does have a little bit of like paint residue on her, so she could do with a good clean. She has no damage and she is unmarked. And we are asking $9. Item number 1, $9. Item number 2 is a little green duck. He is unmarked, but he resembles Shawnee a little bit. He is 4 inches tall, unmarked, like I said, but now he does have several chips that we're going to point out. Pretty bad chips on this one. But his little face is so cute that I could not exclude him from the planter sale. And I know that his sweet little face will probably, really pull at some of your heartstrings out there. But do be aware of his damage. He is quite damaged, and we are asking $8 for him. So again, item number 2, $8. Item number 3 is an upright squirrel planter. So he's like on a little branch there with a little scene painted behind him and a little squirrel there on the forefront. He is 5.5 inches tall. He does have a sticker on the bottom which says A Mark Exclusive. I see no damage on this piece, and we are asking $9. So again, number 3, $9. Item number 4, we have this sweet little dancing girl with her green and yellow and pink dress. She's got gold accents. She is 5 inches tall. She is also unmarked, and on her I see no damage. So this one we're asking $10. So again, item number 4, $10. We do have a few lady head vases in this sale as well. This is item number 5. She also doubles as a wall pocket. She has a little hole in the back where you can mount her on the wall. I do want to note that she does have a little bit of a crack into a chip on the very top rim of her hat that I'm showing right now. Just to be aware of that damaged. When you're looking at her from the front, it's hard to see, but when you're looking at her from the back, it is very visible. She is 7.5 inches tall, and we are asking $20 for her. So again, item number 5, $20. Item number 6 is this sweet little duck with the eyelashes. She is 5.5 inches tall. She has a little places that are a little bit rough. She's not in perfect condition. And I do want to point out that she does have a little bit of like gray paint on her left foot. We are asking $9 for this duck. So again, item number 6, $9. Item number 7, we're calling Spotted Sleepy Deer. Those little downward facing eyelashes give us like Rio Hondo vibes. But this one is a little bit more crudely done than Rio Hondo. It looks like it could possibly be a handmade piece. I'm not entirely sure because it is not marked. I do want to point out that there is a chip on the right ear of this piece. And this piece could also do with a really nice deep clean. Again, no mark. Do note the chip on the ear. She is 5.5 inches tall, and we are asking $8. So again, item number 7, $8. Item number 8 is this little mustard colored deer. This is 5.5 inches tall. I do want to point out his little mark on the bottom. This is a nil oak mark. These were made in Benton, Arkansas from 1909 to 1946. And nil oak was owned by the Eagle Pottery Company. So this one's an oldie, so I think that that's really cool. I do also want to point out that it has some crazing and a tiny crack on the tail, but it's pretty minor. We are asking $12 for this little guy. So again, item number 8, $12. For item number 9, you're actually going to get 2 of these little Japan vases. One of them is 4 inches tall. The other is 5.5 inches tall. They each have a little bit of like price tag sticker residue on them that will come off with a little bit of scrubbing. Again, you are going to get 2 vases for one price, and the price is $9. These would be perfect to put your little gift card pick right into, and that would be perfect. So again, item number 9, $9. Item number 10 is this sweet little deer beside this really groovy tree with like those maroons and yellows and green. Very cool. He has floral foam inside, which would be perfect if you wanted to use your gift card pick, so you wouldn't even have to buy any to put in there. It's already ready for you. He is 5.25 inches tall. He is unmarked. I do want to note that he does have a little bit of a rough spot or a chip on the back of one of the branches. And this could also be a wall pocket as well. He does have a little hole where he could be mounted. We are asking $12. So again, item number 10, $12.
So item number 11 is this deer with a drippy green and brown glaze. And he has no damage. He's unmarked. He looks very deco. He has some flowers down there. And he's only 5 inches tall, so he's kind of little. And he's $14. So item number 11 is $14. Item number 12 is this light blue colored deer with a tree stump behind him there. He's a lovely shade of blue, almost a turquoise with gold metallic accents. He is unmarked. There is no damage, and he is 7.5 inches tall. And I just love his little face. He has the cutest little expression. He is $10. That's item number 12, $10. Item number 13 is this little brown deer standing in front of a tree trunk. He is Morton pottery, but he's unmarked. And there's a little bit of crazing to take note of, and tape residue and floral foam needs to be cleaned out of there, so you'll need to do a little cleaning on him. And there is just a small crack in the back also. So he is $9, and he's 3.5 inches tall. So number 13, $9. Item number 14 is our smallest planter. He's only 2.75 inches tall. And he is a tiny little deer laying down in front of a green grassy planter. And he's marked Japan. He doesn't have any damage. And again, he's really small. He's only 2.75 inches tall. He's $8. And so that's number 14, $8. Item number 15 is this beautiful mustard colored Shawnee deer. And he's got some crazing, and I think it looks lovely. There's also a rough little flea bite on the top of his ear, but nothing major, no major damage, no cracks. He is 5.25 inches tall, and he's $14. So item number 15, $14. Item number 16 is this white doe laying down, and she is a USA pottery. She's marked on the bottom. She's got a lot of age, you can tell, with the crazing on her. I think she's just very beautiful. She's 4.5 inches tall and 6.25 inches wide. And she's $12. Number 16, $12. Item number 17 is this yellow deer standing on some green plants with a green trunk stump behind him. And he's kind of a bigger one. He's 7.25 inches tall, and from front to back, his width is 6.75 inches, because he's kind of in the foreground and there's a stump in the background. So he is USA pottery marked on the bottom, and he's $16. So item number 17 is $16. Item number 18 is this beautiful mallard duck, and I just love the way he's painted. He looks just like a mallard. So he is, he has a lot of crazing, and there's a couple of really deep crazing marks around his tail area. And he is 5.5 inches tall and 7 inches from beak to tail. And he's $16. And number 18 is $16. Item number 19 is this lady head vase. This blonde little girl with flowers in her hair. And she's actually marked Inarco on the bottom, INARCO, Inarco. And she has a serial number marking also. It's E2967. And we found sold comps for her on Etsy at $45. But we're only going to ask $24 for her. She has a little eye paint loss, but that's the only damage. No other chips or cracks or paint loss, just a little bit on her eye. And she is 6 inches tall. So $24 for number 19. Item number 20 is another one of these Morton pottery pieces. We've seen some others like it. This is a little green deer standing in front of a brown trunk. And he has a little chip on the back of the tree trunk. And there is a place inside the tree trunk that looks like it could be a crack or a deep crazing. He's only 3.5 inches tall, and he's $9. So number 20, $9. Item number 21 is this gorgeous Bambi planter. You see Bambi there in the front. He's not marked Bambi. He's not marked Disney, but he looks just like Bambi with those eyelashes. He's standing in front of a green drip glaze planter, and there's no damage. And as I said, he's unmarked. He's 5 3/4 inches tall, and then 9 inches wide, left to right. He's $26. So item 21 is $26. Item number 22 is this blue deer standing. He's very simple, but I love his color of blue. It's like robin's egg blue. And he has no damage, and he's unmarked. There is some floral foam stuck in his planter hole there that you'll need to maybe dig out, or you could just use it and stick your gift card pick in there. He's 7 inches tall and $14. Number 22, $14. Item number 23 might be more of a vase than a planter. His hole is up there at the top of the tree trunk, which is vase shaped. So, I mean, you could put stemmed flowers in there if you wanted to. So we're calling him a planter because it's a planter sale. So this is a tree trunk with a tiny deer laying at the bottom. There's a sticker. It says OMC Japan on the bottom. And there's also a little chip on the bottom edge on the back of the tree trunk. And 5.5 inches tall, $10. Item number 23, $10. Item number 24 is this milk glass hobnail planter. It's oblong shape, 8.5 inches long from left to right, and 3.25 inches tall. It is rather heavy, so we believe it has some age to it, and it is Fenton. Although it's not marked, there's no sticker, but we believe it's Fenton. There's no damage. There is some residue on the inside that probably can come out with a magic eraser, but we didn't want to scrub too hard on it. Unmarked, but we do think it's Fenton, and it's $24. And it's number 24. So number 24, $24. Number 25 is this blue puppy holding on to a pink shoe. And he's got the cutest little derpy look on his face. He is 4.5 inches tall. And he's pretty dirty on the inside, so you'll need to scrub him. He's unmarked, and there is some crazing, but no major chips or cracks or any damage. He is $9. Item 25, $9. Item number 26 is a fat bird. He is a brown bird. He's got a grumpy expression on his face. His little eyebrows are down. So he's a grumpy fat bird in a brown glaze. He's got a couple of little paint chips on his tail. He is marked on the bottom, Japan, with a number C35523. No chips or cracks, no major damage. He's in pretty good shape, and he's 5 inches tall and $14. Item 26, $14. Item number 27 is another gorgeous Bambi planter, but again, it is unmarked. So we're just calling it Bambi because of the beautiful deer with the eyelashes there. And he's standing in front of a green drip glazed planter. There's some residue inside that needs to be cleaned out, like a ring around the inside where there's some of that kind of mineralized residue. And on the underside, he's got one little rough chip place where he sits on the underside, and also a chip that's been repaired on the underside. There's a couple of little flea bites just here and there, very, very small flea bites. And he's 5¼ inches tall and 7 inches wide, left to right. And he's $26. Item number 27, $26. Item number 28 is this lady head vase in yellow. And she is unmarked and undamaged. 5¾ inches tall and $20. Item number 28, $20. Item number 29 is this lady head vase. She is white with red flowers and red lips. She is unmarked, and she does have some deep crazing, especially in one spot on the front that could be a possible crack, but it looks like deep crazing. And she's 5¼ inches tall and $18. Item number 29, $18. Item number 30 is another one of these Morton pieces, Morton pottery, although it's unmarked. This one has a peachy tan colored deer standing in front of a brown tree trunk. And there is just a little bit of tape residue that could be scrubbed off, and some little black paint splatters, just some little dots of black paint where he got splattered a little bit. He's got some crazing, but no major damage. He's 3½ inches tall and $9. Item number 30, $9. Item number 31 is this rectangular shaped planter with 2 deer laying in the grass in front of a tree stump. It's unmarked, and there is some deep crazing on the bottom along with a crack, the rather large crack on the bottom. So we wanted to go ahead and offer it to you all at $8 because of that. There are no other chips or cracks. It is 4½ inches tall and 6 inches wide. So number 31 is $8. Number 32 is this gorgeous pink horse and carriage. It's just very detailed and very unique. You'll see on the carriage, the images on there are angels holding a harp. And unfortunately, there is a large crack on the side of this one. It's holding together. It's not going to fall apart, but you can see a crack there running along the side. So because of that, we wanted to leave it in the sale because it's so special, but it's only $10. And it's 9 inches long and 4¼ inches tall. So number 32 is $10. Item number 33 is this gorgeous luster deer standing in front of a blue and yellow flower. He looks to be made in Brazil, but he's unmarked. And he shines and he glistens and he's just gorgeous. There's no damage, and he is the tallest planter in the sale at 8.5 inches tall. He's $28. Item number 33 is $28. Item number 34 is this really dramatic pink antelope running through some green grass. And he is the largest interior space planter that we have. He is almost a full foot long, so he's 11.25 inches long and 6 inches tall. So he would fit a lot of things in there, or one big thing. He does have some serious cracks on the back side and some heavy crazing. And there's also a repair on the top of his antler. There was a chip that was repaired on the top of his antler. But he's just so special and so dramatic that we wanted to include him. And he's only $18. So item number 34 is $18. Item number 35 is this gorgeous deer standing in front of a tree stump. And he's looking back over his shoulder. So he is one of the prettiest ones that we have in this sale. He just has the prettiest paint job and the sweetest expression on his face. He's just really well made. He has very heavy crazing, but it's the pretty kind of crazing. It doesn't look like damage. It doesn't look like, age. It just looks like almost like he was made that way on purpose. He's just very pretty with all of his crackling. He has no major damage, but there is a tiny chip on the front of the tree stump. And he is 8.25 inches tall and 8.5 inches wide. And he's $26. He is unmarked. And so item number 35 is $26. Item number 36 is this really interesting orange octagon-shaped bowl or planter. It could be a hobbyist piece. There's no mark on it, but it does look to be just a little crude in its making on the bottom of the pedestal. But it has a great drip glaze on the inside and the outside, and a lot of space on the inside to put all kinds of stuff and all kinds of gifts or flowers. It's undamaged, and it's 7 inches in diameter and 4 inches tall, and it is $16. Item number 36 is $16. Item number 37 is a leaping deer. He's leaping across some green plants with a yellow flower. Looks like coming up out of the middle of him, actually. He's got a yellow flower coming up out of his back. But that's interesting and very pretty. It is unmarked, and there is some sticker residue that needs to be cleaned off. But other than that, there is no damage. He's 5 inches tall, and he's $10. So item number 37 is $10. Item number 38 is another one of our most dramatic and beautiful pieces. It is a luster llama deer, is what we're calling it, because they are obviously very whimsical and they kind of look like deer, but they're furry. They've got some kind of thicker fur, so they look like a llama or a deer. A pink one and a blue one there. So they're very lustery, very shiny. Probably made in Brazil, but it's unmarked. And this piece does have some dirt that needs to be cleaned off of it. It's kind of hard to tell because of the way it's painted. It's kind of painted to look a little dirty in places, but it does need a good scrubbing. It is undamaged and with just a little bit of crazing here and there. It's 8 inches tall, so pretty large. and it is $32. Item number 38 is $32. Item number 39 is this beautiful Bambi planter, and this is the one from our demonstration, our example of how to pack one of these for a Christmas gift. So you might recognize it from that. It is marked USA on the bottom. The deer looks like Bambi, but it's not marked Bambi anywhere. It just has beautiful eyes with big lashes, so looks just like Bambi, standing in front of a green drip glaze planter. There is a small flea bite on one of the ears, but no other damage, no major damage of any kind. He's 6 inches tall and $26. Item number 39 is $26. Item number 40 is this gorgeous green Royal Copley planter. It's a square shape. The planter opening is there at the very top, so it's a very large interior area. There's 2 deer heads on the front, and then this green, like wavy square on the back. It's undamaged, but there's heavy crazing, but again, it's the pretty kind of crazing where it's almost meant to be that way, like a crackle finish. It does need a little cleaning on the inside, but no major damage, and it's unmarked, but we did search it, and it is Royal Copley. It's 7.5 inches tall, so rather large, and it's $28. Item number 40 at $28. Item number 41 is this goofy, ridiculous looking guy. He's a duck with a purse and a top hat. And he's very colorful and very cute and whimsical. He is marked made in Japan on the bottom with a stamp. He could hang as a wall pocket. There you see the holes on the back. He has no major damage, but there is a couple of rough spots on the inside edge of the planter and underneath one of his feet, but not a chip, just a little rough. He's 4.5 inches tall, and he is $10. So item number 41, duck with purse and hat, is $10. Item number 42 is another very dramatic, very gorgeous design. This is a brown deer, and he's leaping across green grass. And then he has a rectangular planter in the back. It's got a green and brown kind of drippy glaze around the whole outside of it. And he's just got a very detailed face and glaze. So he's marked USA Pottery on the bottom. He has no damage. He's 5.5 inches tall and 8 inches long, so rather large. And he is $16. Number 42, $16. Item number 43 is this gorgeous semicircle shaped maroon Art Deco inspired planter, and it's got that leaping deer on the front. He's just very dramatic. The glaze is gorgeous. It's maroon and kind of drippy, like in lighter shades. There is one small crack or chip and repair there on the front. It's a little chip that's been gone over to, camouflage it. It is Royal Hager, although it is unmarked, but we did research it and find out that it's Royal Hager and that it would have at one time had a sticker. It's very heavy, it's very sturdy, and it's large, so it's 11 inches long, left to right, and 6 inches tall, and just very dramatic deco-looking planter. It's $18. Item number 43, $18. Item number 44 is the llama deer again. We have 2 of them. This is the second one. And just like the other one, I mean, it's identical to the other one. Everything I said before is the same. It's got a gorgeous luster finish. It's very sparkly, shiny, dramatic paint colors with a pink and a blue llama deer. And also not as dirty as the other one, but probably could use a good scrubbing. The only difference here, though, this llama deer planter is it has some damage. There is a crack, a fairly serious crack, underneath the belly of the pink llama deer. And because of that, we've marked the price down from the other one. So this one is $28. And again, it's 8 inches tall. And we think it's Brazilian made like the other one. So item number 44 is $28. Item number 45 is another Bambi planter, this one in a dark green planter color. And again, it is unmarked, but he looks just like Bambi to me. And he has some residue on the inside of the planter. It's that mineral kind of deposit around a ring shape inside there from water, probably. No chips or cracks or major damage of any kind. He is 7 inches long and 6 inches tall, and he is $26. Item number 45 is $26. Item number 46 is a more traditional and elegant piece compared to some of the other ones with deer and ducks and puppies. This is just a pink planter with a black tree branch on the front. And it's unmarked, but we have researched it and it's Royal Copley. It is undamaged except for some deep crazing around the interior edge of the planter. They're not quite cracks, but it's just deep crazing. It's 4 inches tall and it's $16. Item number 46 is $16. Our last piece is item number 47, and it is this gorgeous, very large, very impressive hobnail milk glass pedestal, planter or vase or bowl or whatever. It is Fenton, although it's unmarked. There is no damage, and it is 7 inches tall and 9 inches across. It does have some weight to it that indicates its age. It's rather heavy. Very substantial and sturdy piece. It's $28. So item number 47 is $28.
That concludes our planters, guys. So thank you all again for watching the second annual Christmas planter sale. We appreciate you all so much. Don't forget to send us those emails, fatbirdfinds@gmail.com. All the rules are in the description of the video if you need to access them later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment below. If you're new here and you're enjoying this sale, we do things like this all the time. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications when we go live. Thank you all so much for supporting us during this year. As always, make sure you stay tuned to see what Fatbird finds next, and we'll see you next time.